It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud, privileged to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy. Route.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense looking to really cement his name among the legends of all time by winning a 4th Super Bowl title.
And to me, partner, you just have to marvel the way he brings his teams back to the Super Bowl time and time again. If he can win this 4th title, what a capper that would be to a brilliant career. Reputation as a big game coach, absolutely cemented with a victory in this one.
Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of On third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Brooks is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. A big one here, early 3rd run with Brooks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to out here. They'll try it now with Brooks. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. From the 38 now. Here's second down and 7.
Value three, value three.